Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Chosen Guardian Games Intel. And in this video, we're going to be discussing this week's Grandmaster Nightfall, which is the Devil's Lair strike once again. Returning strike from D1, definitely my favorite to return in D2. And because this strike has been around for quite some time, there are plenty of glitches and cheeses to be had. Also keep in mind that this is a double loot week, so take full advantage of that, and it is the last week this season that you will be able to acquire the heavy machine gun, the Swarm. All the strike specific rewards from this season will not be returning until about halfway through next season, which is actually kind of cool because I didn't think they were going to be returning at all. But take full advantage this week because, like I said, it is the last week for at least a little while. Now, all the glitches and cheeses associated with the strike, as I said, it has been around for quite some time, will help you with several things if you're going for a Grandmaster or if you're just going for that easy 100k for a Pinnacle. We're going to discuss all of them in just one second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the post notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag to leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this in a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So if you are just going for the easy 100k and the Pinnacle reward this week, know that that can be done at the 1270 difficulty, allowing you to do this in matchmaking solo. I would suggest just making sure that you kill all the enemies in this starting area. A lot of people just storm through here, but you can actually rack up about 4,500 to 5,500 points in this particular area. If you are doing this in matchmaking, your teammates most likely will just run through it on their Sparrows, which is fine. You can stay back by yourself. At 1270, you won't have any trouble soloing all of these enemies and rack up that extra little cushioning of points that will allow you to take a little bit more time later on, perhaps when you get to the boss area or maybe the Fallen Walker area, which can actually take quite a bit of time. If you are doing this at the Grandmaster level, however, you can just Sparrow through this entire section, and I would suggest doing that. If you're going for the Platinum score, just make sure that you kill the champion at the end. The first major glitch I want to discuss is for this area. This is the section where you have to defend your ghosts while they deactivate the security measures. As far as ads go, you'll probably encounter more in this one particular section than you will in the rest of the strike altogether, especially at the Grandmaster level. But over in the back, as you see me running here, there is a section that allows you to stay completely out of the eyes of all the enemies. Simply run up in back of the tanker. You can stay back there for any period, so if you do need to keep a couple of teammates alive, if you're trying to stay alive yourself, or if you just need a place to sort of slay out of, that's definitely the most defensible position. If you stay way in the back on that side, you can actually do so without any enemies actually aggroing to you, which is sort of interesting, specifically because there are a sect of enemies that will spawn in that back area with a champion. For some reason, if you stand behind the tanker, as you saw me doing, they will stand in that section and wait for you, even if they can't hit you. But if you stand all the way in the back, they will run to the middle area instead. I'm not totally sure why they do that. But simply use this area behind the tanker as the space to sort of keep your teammates alive and to sort of slay out of. If you're going for a 100k at 1270, this might not be necessary. I would suggest just trapping all the enemies in their spawn points to slay as many as fast as possible to get points running. But if you are on Grandmaster level or even a Master level and points won't really be that big of an issue when it comes to time, I would say stay in that spot. The next cheese spot I want to discuss is for the Fallen Walker section. Now, unfortunately, this spot won't give you a very good vantage point to actually do damage from, but it is an area that you could hide out and rotate out damage if you were doing this with a team at the Grandmaster or Master level. If you are doing this solo, I would suggest maybe using this spot to just recover between different Fallen Walker leg phases. If you're going for the easy 100k or the pinnacle, however, I would suggest just plant a bubble at the feet of the Fallen Walker and go to town with a sword. But this little area on the right side of where the walker actually spawns will allow a certain level of coverage, and you can jump up onto this section and avoid all damage. So maybe just using wells or bubbles, or maybe an Ursa Furiosa for this section, because all the damage coming at you will be sort of bottlenecked by this hallway. It's a good strategy to use. And the last exploit I want to discuss is for the boss encounter itself. You might notice as you enter the area where the boss spawns, this room off to the left, this is the same place that you will get the Joining Allies warp if you happen to be outside of the boss room before the encounter starts. If you stay in the back corner of that room, you will never aggro any adds to you, and in general, adds will not come in that room. So it is by far the best place to slay out from if you are doing this with a group at the Grandmaster level. If anybody does have an Ursa Furiosa, that is probably the best spot to hold out, just because all the enemies will fire into that one little bottleneck and you can recharge your super over and over. It's a great place to swap out in general. At the 1270, I would just slay through this section, try to farm up as many points as possible. You should be pretty close to 100k as you enter this room. But that's going to be it for all the information for today's video. Hopefully you found this helpful. For the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comments section of today's video. Leave a hashtag Guardian Games, or a hashtag Beyond Light, or a hashtag Season of the Chosen, or a hashtag Devil's Lair. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Once again, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Little!